And now, once again, we have a dynamic personality amongst us. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our session is on AI thinking in marketing. Please put your hands together once again for Ms. Vartika Verma. She's Senior Director, Marketing, Gupshup in Popcorn, Digital Creative Agency. Over to you, ma'am.
Okay. So, overdose of AI has happened, is it? Yes? No? No? Okay. So, how many of the brands here are actually customers of Gupshup by some form or shape? Anybody here? I think Mama is there, OLX is there. Okay, probably not. So, hi everyone. Good that you all don't know about Gupshup and work with us yet. So I'm Vartika. I head marketing at the firm. And in terms of what we do, we're a conversational engagement platform. And we help brands automate marketing, commerce, and support. And we're working with a lot of brands globally, right from MPS, Citibank, Stancy. I think in this room we have Himalaya, Dabur, Airtel as well as a customer. And one thing that is very shocking and something that we've been capturing in the last 2-3 sessions as well is that with the entire growth in AI tech, in ChatGPT, in large language models, it's not much of a surprise that McKinsey and Gartner have actually talked about the two industries which will undergo the most impact. One is sales and marketing, and the other one is development. And with that, there are a lot of ways in which marketers are now looking at deploying AI tech as well. And somewhere I read on LinkedIn, it's really not original, but somewhere I read that AI will not replace marketers, but it'll replace marketers that don't leverage AI. So I know it sounds harsh, but it's not something so impossible. I think in our advertising, just to target audiences or just to sort of look at how we are leveraging e-commerce plugins, etc., we're already using AI in some senses. So in the next few slides, I'll talk about some very, very basic use cases and also show you examples of how marketers across the world are leveraging AI. And one thing to note here is why is it so important is because the speed at which it's being adopted by our customers. If you look at Twitter, it took about a year to hit 1 million users. If you look at Facebook, 10 months. If you look at Spotify, 5 months. If you look at the very popular Instagram, 2.5 months. I don't have the stats for TikTok, but pretty much around 2.5 months. But ChatGPT actually took just 5 days to hit its first million users. And what happened with this is that the entire space of large language model, AI tech, was suddenly democratized. Our customers were actually accessing tools like that and saying, hey, I want the brands to come and talk to me like this. I want my brands that I want to buy from be on Instagram, be on podcasts on Spotify, be on Facebook and Twitter. So what really happened is that customers started demanding a lot more with the proliferation of these kind of tech platforms. And businesses have been giving in as well. And why so? Because if you look at the three key trends, the first one is that the entire growth of smartphones and internet on it. And now I know it does sound like a little bit a decade-old kind of a messaging, but if you look at the mobile-first markets, people are moving around with a lot of smartphones, and they are pretty much accessing the world first time through it. A lot of people might not have actually accessed internet on a desktop or a laptop, but first on mobile. And what they can do with these devices through messaging and social channels is great. Actually, they can shop, they can connect, they can make more friends, they can complain, they can voice their opinions. They could share unboxing videos, they could share service reviews, they could go and post stuff on Google. So the entire thing about having smartphones and powerful devices plus internet is making the user pretty much more powerful than the brands. The second thing is that if you look at the current 64% of the young population, they're actually in a very experience-driven economy. I'm sure some of us have young cousins, kids at home who are 9, 10, 11 years old, and they talk about sustainability. They talk about experience of buying. They talk about unboxing. Anybody noticed how many unboxing videos are there on the YouTube platform? Has anybody here noticed? Unboxing platforms, yes? No? Hands? Show of hands, yeah? Why is unboxing so important? Like, is the experience of the box so important? Is there some surprise inside? No, I ultimately get this kind of a phone. But with this experience economy, what's happening is that owning things is becoming less important than experience of the thing. So if you look at the entire thing about, hey, I don't want to buy homes because I want to Airbnb in Himachal or maybe Manali whenever I want. The entire thing about just the excitement of the phone is not good enough. It's about how does the phone open up? How is the experience of unboxing? How's the experience of the customer care? Today people are not buying a phone just because it's got 45 megapixel camera. It's about, hey, do they have a store near me? How much are their chargers for? They want to know, if the wire costs 8,000 or the screen replacement costs XYZ. So it's a lot more about the entire product experience rather than just the product. And the third thing is, the entire, emerging tech, which is sort of supporting this. So, while customers are becoming a lot more vociferous about what they want, what they demand, while they have internet and devices to do that, what's quickly brewing up on the side is also a lot of, machines learning us, machines aping us to an extent that there is actually a, problem in GPT-3, which is called hallucination. So if one of us or any of us here don't sleep for 3 days, we hallucinate, right? 4th day, 5th day, you'll start having those kind of thoughts. AI is becoming that human that it starts hallucinating. So if you ask ChatGPT, hey, who is Vartika Verma? Maybe they'll give me 5, 7, marketing awards that I have not yet won or deserved. And that term is called hallucination. So the fine-tuning models do address those. But what I'm trying to say is that it's becoming very much human-like. Like if you look at, write a poem on how marketers need to embrace ChatGPT, I mean, it'll pull up something really fancy. I actually have it on my laptop. I wrote a poem for you guys, but I had to present from another laptop. But I'll send it across to Bijoya, and Bijoya can send it across. But with the emerging technologies, internet coming to everybody's hands, and the entire experience economy, one thing's become really clear is that it is a marketer's, it's a consumer's world, and if customers are not made to be king, it is almost like you're risking your customers. And with that, there are 4 key areas that marketers today, like myself, are exploring within what we can do in the realm of AI. One is that, leveraging AI to generate dynamic content. Now, this could be using DALL-E for, hey, make me a Van Gogh kind of a painting about how Ramadan looks. Literally, that was our social media post because our graphic design person was off. So, we're looking at it to create images, to create content. I mean, today when I'm hiring for content writers, I ask them, hey, can you write better than Jasper.ai? If not, why should I hire you? So, we're looking at creating a lot of dynamic content. If any of you have not experienced DALL-E or Jasper.ai or Chat GPT, sincere request, look at it, go talk to your teams and ask them to do better than this. So it's definitely good, but not so fine-tuned, to an enterprise use case yet. The second one is, AI is also being used to self-serve a lot of journeys. So for example, your customer engagement journeys, like where, you want people to initiate conversations with your brand on Instagram, WhatsApp, XYZ, find products that they like, perhaps even buy, and even reach out for support. So looking at the entire journey from communication to engagement to commerce to even care, all of these marketers are today looking at self-serving through AI. And also, definitely creation of that revenue stream and re-engagement. And all of that, if you see, is happening on chatbots, especially in the APAC market and India market. About 98% of the conversational engagement is, for brands today happening on, say, WhatsApp, Instagram, kind of a mix. We've moved from, SMS, of course, way back. That's more transactional. But even if you were to look at, website versus WhatsApp versus Instagram bots, people are not really sitting on websites. So having conversational engagement over there is pretty much hygiene. Yes, you can have it, but not the main spot of conversations. And that's where, if you look at these 4 areas of how marketers are looking at leveraging AI, it's all converging, and the thematic stuff is around content creation, self-serve journeys, revenue creation, all happening through chatbots. And with that, if you look at, it's not something new. The West experienced this with a lot of websites being the window to the world. And what was happening in the year 1990s in the US, Europe, is what started happening in the year 2010, 11 onwards in India, with mobile phones being the window to that entire world of internet. And conversational experiences are actually, very much suited to take this experience from, mobile screen into a journey, like engagement, commerce, support. What we have seen is that a lot of brands have presence and have multimodal experiences, right from their website to their chatbots, and are leapfrogging to messaging, especially like the biggest rage here in India would be WhatsApp. And it also helps keep customers closer for brands, not just because it has a high success rate. And why does it have a high success rate is because customers really demand it and preferred it as a channel. So this was a research done by Meta, and what they found is globally 78% of online adults prefer to sort of reach businesses through a quick message. And this number is actually pretty high for India. It sort of crosses the 85% mark. And that's where we can see it, like, as compared to your traditional ways of communication, of email, SMS, etc., which could have a read rate or a conversation rate of 20, 22%. Messaging is actually delivering about 98% kind of a read rate. And that is why we're also seeing a lot of retail brands, advertisers, and marketers spend a lot on building, some of these conversational experiences. And looking at all of these conversational experiences just on the channel of mass reach. So this is actually the number of percentage of adults in a region who are on WhatsApp and have interacted with a business at least once in a month. Brazil and India and Netherlands actually top the list. It's surprising to see Netherlands there because Europe is so strict with their GDPR. And that is where the entire fund of having users reach out, create moments of marketing where they reach out versus you're pushing, like the whole balance between pull and push to switch more towards the pull marketing on the channel of mass reach. What we are helping them do on channels like WhatsApp, Instagram, etc., are automate the entire life cycle, right? From marketing, lead generation to lead qualification, to re-engagement, to commerce, right from sending catalogs to payments. And we'll show you some examples as well. And also support, like, hey, where's my order? Or this was wrong, I want to refund. A lot of these, we're also working with Flipkart and a bunch of other companies as well to sort of serve the entire end-to-end conversational engagement of a customer. So, just talking about some examples, this was something that we did for Maggi recently. This is Maggi Maggi Nigeria. What they've done is they've the user here has clicked on an ad, and as soon as they click on an ad, instead of going onto a landing page or something, they've actually gone into WhatsApp, which actually helps you capture 100% of your PII data, your name, phone number, region. And with this campaign, what they're trying to do is not like a direct selling campaign, because Maggi is more in the customer engagement space. They sell more through distributors. But what they're doing here is, sort of talking more about Ramadan recipes and also driving a lot of product insights in the meanwhile. Like what kind of cook recipes are people responding to better and so on. So this is something brand new with, ads that click to WhatsApp. So no more, diminishing funnels, no more losing customers in the prospect range without the sign up or download now button. You can actually capture about 100% of your leads directly from your ad. The other thing that we talked about is commerce. Now commerce is actually happening. This is an example that we have from Emaar. And Emaar is actually selling their, all their experiences like your Burj Khalifa tickets and so on and so forth on WhatsApp. and also telling people that, hey, this is the guideline of what to wear, what not to wear, in a completely NLP-enabled environment. Like you ask in open question, hey, can I wear shorts to Burj Khalifa? And the bot will reply that, hey, no, you have to wear formals, you have to be in shoes, XYZ, and also complete your end-to-end payment right within one interface. So, the past one was about acquisition. This is about commerce. We also have product-led discovery. So, where customers asking, does it, contain BCAAs? And then, that's where the bot is replying, yes, there are. This is a whey protein XYZ. So, you can have journeys which are more prompted and also open-ended like this. And, we are also, sorry, this is an oldish deck. And like we mentioned earlier, AI is not all that powerful yet, and people do want hand-holding or even interactions with humans. So that's where you can have an agent handover from within your bot, which is also a very popular use case for bots across the world. And with all of these use cases, there's also something that I wanted to show about what we are building with ChatGPT 3. So I think some slides here are missed because this is a presentation from last night, but we have a booth outside. What we have done is built these fine-tuned models on ChatGPT 3 large language model. What it does is that if we are looking at building a bot for, let's say, ICICI Bank, we just take their website, understand what is there on their website, documentation, et cetera, in just, let's say, 5 to 10 seconds, and create FAQs or conversations on the basis of the information that's there, but with the language finesse of GPT-3 models. So I want to show you that demo. If anybody is really interested in how to use OpenAI or large language model for their brand, our booth is right here. Would love to show you that demo. And just when we were going to take 6, 7 customers live on that, GPT-4 happened. So there are a lot of advantages of GPT-4 versus 3 versus 2. But it's a very evolving market, and even in that, we win when we help our customers win with some of the goals that they have with AI automation. It could be to do with higher ROI, higher customer engagement, or self-serve journeys, or even more cost optimization. So I'll skip a few of these, and so we're all about delivering business outcomes. You could have a business outcome of getting closer to your customers, or getting more revenue, or sort of engaging with them on a new platform. And also we do this in a consultative way. Like, of course, our platform allows you to bombard customers with n number of messages in a day. But that's where we come and guide you that, hey, don't bombard beyond 3, 4, even though it could make more dollars for us. But there are a lot, since it's a new tech, there's a lot of things in the playbook that still we're discovering. And we've been able to help a lot of our customers increase their marketing, commerce, support goals while reducing their costs significantly. So if anybody is interested, do come meet us there. And if you all scan this QR code, you can actually experience a bot journey which is user-initiated. So if anybody wants to do that, while happy to take any questions. No?
Thank you so much, Vartika. What a phenomenal session that was when it comes to marketing and artificial intelligence together. That was brilliant. And your examples, in delivering business outcomes conservationally, that was beautiful. Thank you so much for that. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's take this further. Once again, can we have a big round of applause for Ms. Verma, please? Thank you so much for this inspiring session. That was quite valuable.